Hello, my name is Resiland, and welcome back to Project Zomboid.
So our goal today is going to be chopping down a whole bunch of trees. We want to get some lumber for our so that we can actually do some building. And we're going to expand the house. In order to do that, we need lumber. So we are going to chop trees down until we're totally exhausted. And with the house expansion, what we're planning to do, and I'm already moderate exertion, we're going to go until we have higher exertion, and then we will sit down and rest. There we go. Now we'll come back over here and sit on the ground and cool off. Let the exertion go down. So our plan here is to expand the house, and what we're going to do is we're going to put an equal level expansion on the other side of what we have right now with a stairway in between. So we'll actually have a little bit more room over there. We'll do some, we'll probably do a walkway from the kitchen over into the bedroom area, and so that we can do may even put a closet or something in there. We'll see what we end up doing, but we're going to make this thing work and for what we're going through. So that's going to be our plan. We're still losing weight. We need to gain some weight. So we're going to eat regularly today. Now, I don't have any cigarettes with me, which is actually a little bit of an oversight on my part. I didn't intend to do that. But I put my bag so that I wouldn't have very much weight. So I'm not carrying my bag with me. And what we'll do is, we may, on one of our times when we get through some of this, we may go up and get us some cigarettes. Now, if there are any zombies around, this will attract them, but that's okay. This is just not this is not here for being much of anything. We just want to get it done. I need to haul these cars off too. Get them out of here. They're not good for anything. They're just cluttering things up. Nope, there's high exertion again. So we'll come over here. Could probably get in one of the cars and sit in one of the cars. I don't know if that would be a better bonus than sitting on the ground or not. Might be something to look into. But we'll go from there. So the idea, like I said, we're going to expand the house. We're going to double the size of our house. We're going to put in a bedroom area, and then we're going to build on the upstairs. We're going to put walls on the upstairs as well, and put so that it's a two-story house. The upstairs will be used exclusively for storage. So while we're going to need a lot of lumber, we will need a lot of logs, which we will saw up into lumber. We will go get the logs. We will then, once we actually cut them down, we'll get our ropes, and we will pick them up and carry them back using the ropes, and probably maybe even the truck as well. We'll see. All right, the exertion goes away. All of the twigs and everything we'll build a fire, burn it up. All right, here we go again. I'm going to cut down an enormous number of trees, a large number of trees, an enormous pile of wood. I'll get my terminology correct. English may be my first language, but it is by far not my best language, by far. All right. We are back to high exertion again. Didn't take long. All right. Oh, excessive exertion. So let's go get us a cigarette, and we'll sit in the truck. Probably can barely walk. We're going to need the truck down here anyway eventually. So we'll grab a few cigarettes out of here. Get in the truck, carry it down there. Alright, let's see. We will equip this as a secondary for a moment. We will unpack a few of those. Put that back in the trunk. So now we sit in here, and where is that bowl of stew? We will eat another quarter of the stew. Now we'll smoke a cigarette. How's our lighter doing? Yeah, we're doing good on that. Okay, we will crank the truck up. Now we'll bring it down here. But we are going to take out a bunch of those trees before this is over with. Okay, cut that back off. Okay, we got rid of the exertion. So back to cutting down trees. Taking out trees, doing what we can do here. The exertion came back almost immediately. There's high, so I'm going to try to cut 2 more down. Hop in the car. If we look here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tree logs out of that. And so the 11 logs will turn into 33 planks. And in order to build the building that we want to build, we're going to need, I think, several hundred planks. All right. We're getting plenty of exercise. When I'm done, there won't be any trees in this area. Oh boy. The exhaustion is real. Got 3 trees. The very first tree I cut down. We will continue to go here. Excessive exertion. Just keep going. Exhausted. Doesn't seem to actually affect my ability to cut down trees. Might affect my ability to stay alive if a zombie comes along. It is very dark out here, even in the middle of the day. Alright. Exhausted, can barely move, couldn't run if my life depended on it. But that was a bunch of trees cut down. So we'll go back over here, get back in the car, and just sit down here. Alright, there's 1 o'clock. And we'll come down here and continue cutting down trees. Alright, we're on our 3rd tree and we're not exhausted yet, so that actually, the extra 30 minutes, there's after 3 trees. Rain coming down. It's 32 degrees. I'm a little surprised we've got rain at 32 degrees. 32 degrees being the freezing temperature of water, you would think that the water coming down would be frozen. Since it's coming down from the atmosphere, it should be colder up in the air above us than it is down on the ground. That's generally the way weather works. So at 32 degrees, precipitation should be coming down as snow, not as rain. realism in computer games. Sometimes things are not exactly realistic. So it is possible for the water to come down at this temperature, but certainly would be unusual. Alright, we're going to try to get these 2 trees here down, and then take another rest period. And during this rest period, we need to get us some water out of our other bag. I don't know if I have any water in my... I don't know if I have any water in the... Now, why in the world am I drowsy at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? I slept until 6 this morning, so I should not be drowsy at this point. But I am. It's okay. We're doing nothing but cutting down trees anyway. Drowsy doesn't affect my awareness, so we can just sort of ignore that. It will progress to being tired. I wonder if that's because of all the exertion that I'm doing. Maybe. I'm not normally drowsy at this time of the day, so I've got a theory that that might be what it is. Alright, we're at high exertion. Continue working our way back through here. Alright, we are back to exhausted now. Nothing like just chopping trees down as fast as you can. Get a dent in these things. I wonder how many logs we have. It's going to take quite a while to get them over to our base. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't seem to have a whole lot of effect. I can cut down some of these trees even when I'm exhausted. I don't think I'm cutting them down any slower. Doesn't appear to be. Alright, now let's go another rest period. Oh, and we finally have a zombie down here. Now that's not good news for us because of the being exhausted. We are definitely going to have an issue killing him. Look at how slowly we're moving. Okay. Well. Come on. Today would be good. Wow. Okay. Now we better hope we don't have a whole bunch of them. That's not what I want. Let's see. Where's that lunch? Well, I can't dismantle it because I don't have a screwdriver. It's alright. We will go over here and didn't get anywhere with it. So we're going to give up on it for this particular session. We will come back on the next day and chop some more wood down. For now, we need to get a little bit of sleep. Very tired. Pushing it in with it being dark outside and anything else. It's just asking to get killed. And believe me, I don't need any assistance with that plan. Get into enough trouble by myself without doing dumb things. Okay, so we'll go back into our base here. We will take our little hand axe and we will put it away. So do a little bit of checking on some inventory here. There's a gummy worm here and candy, which can go elsewhere. We've got other place over here for candy. We've got a whole bunch of it right here. Oh, wonderful. We have a zombie. All right, that right there is why we were not doing any further tree cutting today. And even with that, I still had a hard time killing that zombie, which normally has, see, I am ridiculously tired. So we will do what comes next. Let's see, we still have some rodent stew and some rodent meat. We'll move one of these to the refrigerator. Let's go ahead and dismantle the watch. Throw the bowl in there. Let's see, I need to fill up the water bottle. All right. Let's see what we can do about our garden out here. So stuff is growing, but I definitely could use some more planted areas. Man, it is so dark. So very, very dark. All right. I think we're going to come over here and light this fire. See how long this fire will burn. Let's move away from it just a little bit. Light the fire with twigs and a lighter. Okay. Now that thing should burn for quite a while. Is there any kind of info? Campfire info. Fuel for 9 minutes. Scrap wood. So scrap wood and things don't burn very long. Well, why did that go out? I wonder if that goes out because of it being here near the river. I don't know. Can't pick it up. Probably because of all the stuff that's in it. So I'm going to take the stuff out of it, see if I can move it somewhere. Get it to burn. This has always went out just as soon as I lit it, and I think it maybe it's because of where it's at. I don't know. Alright, I can pick it up now. Well. Maybe I can't because okay, let's see. Take campfire materials. There we go. Alright, now then. Let's get out of that area. Let's see. Working up. I don't want to get it too close to my buildings. Set them on fire, so I don't want to put it over there. There's no room. We're going to be building a house in this area over here, so let's go put it in front of the house. Put it right here. Now we need to go collect some sticks and twigs and other things. Grab all the scrap wood. Or grab a bunch of tree branches. So what we're doing right now primarily is just killing time. We're too tired to be outside our walls doing things where we could get jumped. So what we are instead doing is just building things, moving around, kind of doing a little bit of stuff here inside the base. We will eventually start building some things, but we don't really have enough material yet. So instead, we're moving a campfire, which we really don't need. It's okay. Gives us something to do. All right, let's throw the twigs in here. Let's throw the scrap wood in here. Tree branches in here. Discomfort, heavy load. We're slowly but surely getting rid of all these tree branches. Okay, now then, let's light the fire again here. Using twigs. We got 14 minutes of campfire. Well, let's see if that burns for a while. All right, with that, it's 11 o'clock. I think we will get some sleep and then go back to chopping trees down. And we're headed off to chop more trees. It is just now 7:20. We've got all day, once again, to see how many trees we can get chopped down. All right, here we go. Couple of bushes here, we'll get those first, and then we'll get started on some trees. Now, I don't know what the sound radius is for chopping down trees. We did seem to attract some attention in the last episode we ended up having a couple of zombies, but not sure how far away they were to begin with. But we will just chop the trees down and see what happens. Too bad I can't chop the telephone pole down. At this point, it really wouldn't make a whole lot of difference, would it? There's no power anyway. That must be a bush instead of a tree. All right, exhausted, can barely move. And we'll take the bush out and then we will rest. So we got a bunch of trees down. That's the first set of trees. Even though it's 21 degrees outside, he is damp from the exertion. So I'm going to, once again, even though it's risky, I'm going to speed up time here and see if we can't get the exertion off quickly. We're down to high exertion. We're down to moderate exertion. We'll see what we can do. Nine o'clock. It's all gone, so let's go to 9:30, and then we will see what we can do here. There's 9:20, and there's 9:30. Oops. I certainly didn't need to crank the truck. Hit the wrong key as I was getting out. Okay. So, let's cut down some more trees. Idea is to get all the trees in this area chopped down. There is a lot of lumber down here on the ground. Figure I probably, I haven't really calculated it. 56 plus the other, so that's 64. 64 times 4 is going to be 256. Then I've got to do the walls, and the walls are going to take even more than that because the walls are 2 for the frame. And then I think there's either 3 or 4 for the walls themselves. I'd have to look back to see what the actual walls are. We'll check that out, or try to check that out as we're doing the next thing. Okay, we are back to the exhausted state. So a few more trees on this side over here, and then we'll have to decide where we're going to chop down more at. We may quit chopping down trees and start hauling logs at that point. But let's see if we look at our building thing here, and we look at carpentry, and we come in here and we say wall. Oh, doesn't look like I can. Yeah, it doesn't show me here what they are. All right then. Let's speed up time, get rid of the exhaustion again. Take another hour or so to get rid of the exhaustion. Then I can chop that group of trees down. Once I get the exhaustion off, I can probably check the carpentry things once I get out. There's 10:50, so we'll go to 11:30. One more round of chopping, maybe get some up in here. And then I may at that point in time decide to start hauling logs. The hauling logs is going to take quite a while. Okay, 11:30, here we go. Now let's see, just so that I can see a wall. Yeah, that takes 2 planks. And I can't see the wall until I put that up. Oh well, it is whatever it's going to be. I know I'm going to need at least 700 planks. So if we just assume $720. Watching the exertion level, just paying attention. So back to what I was saying, if we assume 720, that means I need 240. We'll cut down 240 logs. If I'm getting 2 per tree, that's about 100 on each of these. That's a lot. It's okay. We have got that many. A little bit hungry. Let's see. Let's go ahead and eat half of this. Need to gain some weight. It's still going down. You'd think as much as I've been eating, it would be going up, but it is not going up. Okay, there we go. I'm going to get that tree and these 2 trees, and then I'll rest. This gets me into the corner here against this fence. I'll probably cut some trees down over there. I don't know if there's any way to know how many I have here. I'm certainly not going to start counting. All right, let's get over here and rest. And then we'll take a break and at this point I think we'll take a break and haul. We can rest while we go get the trailer. We're going to need the trailer. Speed is not backing this thing up, is certainly not very quick. Alright. Attach the trailer. Alright, do I have the rope in the back here? I do not. Alright, let's see. Nothing in that duffel bag, nothing in that. So there has got to be some rope somewhere. Let's go inside and see if we can find it. Where is our rope? Maybe it's over here in this container right here. It is not. Okay, well, we'll go upstairs then and look around. I know I have rope somewhere. It is not in my backpack. So let's see. Do I have... There's my ropes. We'll grab all the rope. Okay. Now the exhaustion level still hasn't went down. We do need that to go down before we do much. Oh. Alright. Let's do that right here. We get out. I need to throw. See, I want to use all this storage space. So what I want to do is grab all of this stuff and throw it on the ground. We'll put it back in the vehicle when we're done, but for now it's better off not in the car. Now I could be using the bags, I guess, for doing other things, you know, for looting and hauling things, but I think I'm going to try to park close to where I'm picking things up, just use my backpack. And what I do, it takes so long to put things in and out of the vehicles that probably better off not doing it that way. So we'll come right down in here, park the car right here, turn it off. Now I need to let the exhaustion go down at least a little bit. So let's have a cigarette. Speed up time. There's moderate exertion. I want to see the exertion drop totally off. Now with what I'm doing, picking things up, that will, as I'm carrying heavy loads, the exertion stuff will come back. But there we go. That's all I need. It's just for it to go away. All right, we'll put that in here. And we will make 4 log stacks here. All right, let's see. Look at all those 4 log stacks we're making. Okay, that is all that I can bundle up. Now then, we start picking them up. Dropping them in the trailer. So the 4 log stacks, we can pick up a lot of logs this way. Let's see. Let's grab this one. Grab these 2 things. Now, we're not grabbing tree branches or anything like that right now. We will eventually clean all that stuff up. Branches and twigs. But for now, we are going to ignore all of that. Okay, there we go. Put in the container. Let's see. Three 4 log stacks. So this is a lot of logs. Oh, there's a log down here that didn't get bundled up. One over here too. I'll have to do something about those in just a second. Yep, they should all fit. Well, no. But we do have a lot of room back here too. Too bad I don't have more ropes. Okay. Now let's see. We'll grab this log. And then there's a couple logs up here. Oh, we've only got 1 rope, so we can't do anything with it. Well, we can. Ah, can't even pick up that log. It's too heavy. So what we will do is we will pick up as many logs as we can. Put that in the container. Put these in here. 9 each. That's still a lot of logs we can pick up. Let's go down here. We'll get the one furthest away down here and then work our way back up. Like I said, it's a shame we don't have more of the rope. We ended up losing some rope when we were building our fence around our building because we ended up inadvertently using rope at times when we were building the log wall. That was definitely not the plan, but it happened. I am drowsy again. Let's see. Not sure what that's all about. This is going to be 36 more. So we will eventually go find us some more rope. But for now, this is all we have. We'd love to have about 40 of them. Wonder if it's possible to create rope. That's one thing I haven't looked into in the game. Never tried, never looked through my recipe list for rope. Rope's not that hard to make, so don't know if it's in the game or not. I'll have to check that out. Can you make rope? Let's see here how many. That is going to be all that'll go in there. Okay. So now let's get as much. We'll grab this. Why is that being so slow? I don't know. It's not as slow doing it that way. It's just difference. When I picked it up off the ground, it was very slow, wasn't it? Oh, I can't pick up anymore. Okay. Well, that is all I can carry on this trip. Alright, now we're going to throw this rope over here. And we're going to crank the truck up and haul it over here beside my building. And we'll then unload the truck right over here by the door. Oops, let's get back in and turn the truck off. It's going to take a while to unload it, so we might as well do some. Alright, so what we're going to do, since we have some, we're going to be building over there. I'm going to drop all of the wood right here. 4 logs. Let's see how many we have when we get done. So I carried 4 in my inventory, 9 in the truck, and then all of the stacked logs. Not bad. That's a whole bunch of logs coming back. There's a limit to how much I can carry for sure. There's going to be a big pile of logs, and we'll then stand there and turn that into a big pile of planks. So going back, I think I'm going to need about, I haven't calculated, I should calculate exactly how much I'm going to need, but I mean, just rough estimates, I'm estimating 720 planks, which is 240 logs, which means the number of trips that I have to make to get them in here, depending on how many I brought back, is going to be, it's going to be a lot. We'll see how many it is when I get done. Let's see, loot all. But at least this way with the truck and the trailer, I can get a lot of encumbrance back. So I'm loading it down with logs. Now let's see. We'll drop this. Drop the logs. Do the unstack. Okay, there are 21 logs there, plus whatever I have in this trailer. That's 2830 in this trailer. So we'll grab as much of these as I can carry, which I think is about 2 of them, or 4 log stacks at a time. We'll carry them over here and drop them off, and then we'll just unstack all of them at one time. Let's see. Sure is faster to drop them when they're in stacks. And then they are one at a time, which is interesting. Is it starting to get dark? We will make one more trip out and get as many as we can. That should also give us a good idea for how many there are in that area. Drop those. Wonderful. That is a whole bunch of logs. All right, let's carry it back over here and see what we have. Drop. And then right here we will unstack all of them. As the number of logs is climbing dramatically. We have 51 logs here. Okay, that's actually very good. 51 logs in that spot. So I brought 51 logs on this trip. Make another trip out and get another 51 logs. And we need about 5 loads of these things. Well, I'm not sure if we've got enough of that yet or not. It is somewhat doubtful that we have enough to do that. Let's see, Google. Okay, let's see. We'll go ahead and eat again. And this will help with some of the other stuff. Not seeing or hearing anything, so I think we're good on that. I'm going to start with the logs as far away as I can. Put this here. Alright, and we will then make a 4-log stack and a 2-log stack. Okay. $51 logs per trip. That's actually good. That's I hadn't really. It's the first time I've emptied the truck and done that. I didn't know how many I was doing the last time I did this, so I'm pretty happy about that overall. Certainly getting dark where I can't see. Eight ropes. I don't. How many ropes are required per stack? I'm not sure. I think maybe 4, because the well, maybe less than that. Maybe it's only 2. Oops, wait a minute. Get that back in there. So maybe I can make 4 more 4-log stacks. I'm going a little bit further away from the truck to grab the 4-log stacks. Yeah, it is 2 per. All right. Now let's see. This will 78, and then that's going to finish it out at 90. And we'll come over here and start dropping them in the back of the truck. I can do 1 more 4-log stack, and then I've just got to do individual logs. We'll see how many individual logs I can get with the 4-log stack. It's not going to be many. Yeah, it's just 2. Well, I was 1 off from being able to get a 3rd one in there. It's okay. Won't make a lot of difference now. Now it's just a matter of picking up as many logs as I can get. Let's see. At 9 each, I can carry 4 at a time. And that's going to carry me to 47. So as you can tell, being able to carry a whole bunch of the stacked logs weigh 12, where unstacked 4 logs weigh 36. So it's a 3x reduction in the weight. So more rope would definitely be helpful for this project. Nine o'clock at night, very dark, middle of the winter. It is Christmas Eve in game. Woodrow is busy adding on to his house for Christmas. And that is going to be all that will fit in there. So now I will finish filling up my inventory. And that should be the 51 logs. And we still have a lot of logs here. So we're still doing good. All right, that's a full load. We'll carry this load over there. Let's see. We'll smoke a cigarette while we drive over there. And we'll park right here beside the gate again. Can't even see what I'm doing there. Oh well. Woodrow is tired. 9:40, but I'm not stopping until everything is inside stacked up in here. Start dropping the logs. 55 logs. So when we're done here, we will have 102 logs. At least that's the theory. That's how many we think we'll have. Since we had 51 the first time, I'm pretty sure of that number. And this will be a good little couple of days work here. It'll be 300 planks. That'll be enough to get the some partially built on the next level. I've got plenty of nails. I think I've got all my nails here. I may have to make a trip back to Woodrow to pick up nails if I don't have them all here. I'm not sure if I brought the nails or not, so we may have to go get them, but I think I did when I was building the house originally. I think I brought all my nails, so we should be good to go. Well, that was awfully fast to unload those logs. Okay, here we go. That's the end of the individual logs, and we've got the truck unloaded. And then we'll go unload the trailer. All right. Massive amount of wood. That's what we said we needed, was a lot of logs. So there were 30 logs in the trailer. And 2 more trips and I'm going to have it empty. After 10 o'clock at night, we ought to go check our trap, but I think we're tired. I don't believe we will go check the traps tonight. Even though we should. We could run down there. It wouldn't take us but a few minutes. But actually, that would take more time. So that is I've emptied the trailer out and the truck, and we have brought back 102 logs at this point. So we put these down, and then we do unstack everything. Look at the logs pile up. It's just a beautiful thing. 96, 102. We have a substantial pile of lumber laying there. So we will call it here, guys. That's going to be the end of this episode. Now, we still have more to do. We've got at least another couple of days of collecting wood, chopping down trees that we need to do. It'll take one more day to get most of the wood over here that we have chopped down, and see where we're at. We need a minimum of we need about 250 logs. At the point we have 250 logs, we will start the building process. Hope you're enjoying the videos, guys. If you are, please hit the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and take care.